Hi, I'm Rob, and in this video, we'll be installing a Duette LightLock shade. So now I'm going to head up to the window to use the template provided by Hunter Douglas. I want my side channels and the front of my LightLock shade to come right to the front of the opening here. I would also line up the bottom portion here just to make sure I get a good square mark on that feature. Now I can also move this in and put that front channel anywhere in the depth of the window by lining up the increments located here on the template. We want ours right to the front of the window. We're going to move both of them to the front of that window opening and make a pencil mark here on the edge of the template. So the back of the template here is spaced out to accommodate the battery wand for PowerView. For LiteRise, we can cut along the dotted line here and get this product into a shallower mounting depth. When we insert our side channel in, this will be the location for the top of that channel. I would repeat this for the midpoint of the window and the bottom of the window as well. So now we're going to use the same template for locating the mounting brackets. I want to line the template up with the front of the channel to the front of the window. The same thing I did, whatever I did on the sides. I'm going to go ahead and space that out and make 3 pencil marks here where I'm going to locate the screws for the mounting bracket. Now, I would do this for both the left side, the right side, and any intermediate bracket. So prior to installing our Duette LightLock shade, in the mounting channel, we're going to have to drill some holes. And what I want to do is measure 2 inches in from the end of the mounting channel, make a mark, and then drill through that mark. Any intermediate screw locations should be about 18 inches apart on the shade. We're going to go ahead and drill our hole here with a 5/32 drill bit. So we want to drill that hole right here in the marked point of the channel. Next we'll install the D-tape on the mounting channel. And there's this ridge or groove or line in the channel. You want to line that D-tape right up with that channel. So line it on. I recommend peeling a portion of it off and installing it. And we don't want to stretch the D-tape. We just want to put it into location. We're going to go ahead and lay the tape down, press, and seal it into place. So the reason for the D-tape down the mounting channel is this will help absorb any variation in the wall surface on the interior sides of the window. LightLock will come with a top end cap and the possibility of 4 shims. There's the 16th, the 8th, the 3/16, and 1/4 inch shims for the bottom of the rail. There are left and right hand shims, one for each side of the shade. So now that we have the top end cap installed, we have 4 sizes of shims for the bottom. Ours happens to be a 3/16 inch shim, and it's just going to insert onto the end of the mounting channel here. So it installs in. What that does is it puts the rail top to bottom where we want it in the window opening. So if the gap top to bottom is greater than 1/16 of an inch, you're going to have to use a shim on the bottom of the window. So now we're going to take the mounting channel and put it into the window opening. We're going to line the channel up with the marks we made top and bottom on our window opening and ensure they're in the correct location. Next, we're going to go ahead and screw in the mounting channel into our window opening. With our mounting channel installed, we'll then want to attach the rear channel. But before we do that, we want to remove the protective coating off of the back of that channel. Removes pretty easily. Now we're going to show you what's going on with the rear channel mounting into the mounting channel. And it just simply flexes into place, and then I go ahead and press that in down the length of the mounting channel. Now we're going to snap our back channel into our mounting channel. So we'll line up the 2 features here, top and bottom, and ensure that it's straight and completely snapped in. In some instances, you may need to use a mallet. Ensure that the back channel is straight in the window opening. Now, do the same thing on the other side. Next, install the mounting brackets on the previously marked locations. Prior to installing the shade, we want to attach the D-seal along the front top of the headrail. We don't want to go behind there because that's where our mounting brackets are going to go. I like to peel a little of the cover off, snap that into place there, and it just rolls right on. I don't want to stretch the D-seal. Next, on the bottom of the shade, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put D-seal all the way across the bottom of the shade in the back side of the shade. So we want to run that, keep it as straight as possible, run it on into place, peel a little, tape a little, peel a little, tape a little, trying to get that as straight as we can down the length of that shade. Now it's time to install the battery wand retainer. Rock it in from the top and press it around on the bottom. Ensure that the battery wand retainer is locked into place. Now let's install the headrail into the mounting brackets. Center it up between the rear channels and then lock it into place. You may need to adjust the front tab on the mounting brackets to accommodate the D-seal. Now let's install the battery wand. So now let's test the operation of the shade. Remember, the button here, the programming button, will be hidden by the front channel when it's installed on the shade. So you want to test the operation before that goes on. Ensure that the rails fit in between the rear channel sides, and ours do, and nothing's impeding the operation of the shade. At this point, we've made sure the shade is operating correctly. Any programming we're going to do with a PowerView remote would have to be done at this point. Next, we'll peel the protective plastic off of the front channel. So here's a side view of what's happening in the window and how the front channel goes onto the back channel. It lines up with this feature, not this feature, but the interior of that channel down the length of the window. And it just attaches into the grooves. We want to start at the bottom of the window and work our way up to the top. So now repeat that for the other side. So if for whatever reason you need to remove the front channel, maybe you need to reprogram the shade, get to the programming button, what you want to do is simply grab onto that front channel and pull and work it gently out of its attachment. Once it starts, it comes right out. That's taking a look at installing a Duette LightLock shade.